Hey everyone, I'm back with a new evolution clip. Before you start, make sure you subscribe for more interesting videos. Enjoy watching. The first version of Windows was launched in 1985 as an extension of the MS-DOS operating system. Through it, the user could browse a virtual desktop, opening multiple windows and displaying the contents of folders with a single click. Also, Windows 1.0 came with Windows Paint, Windows Write, Calendar, Clock, Notepad, File Manager, a terminal application, and last but not least, with a game called Reversi. The second version of Windows was launched in 1987, being more popular than the first version due to Microsoft Word and Excel applications. At the same time, this version of Windows included new features such as overlapping windows, resizable windows, keyboard shortcuts, and support for VGA graphics. Windows 3.0 is considered the beginning of the world's popularity as a desktop operating system. It appeared in 1990 with DOS multitasking programs and the first appearance of the Solitaire game. 2 years later, in 1992, version 3.1 was released with important new features such as the ability to scroll icons, support for TrueType fonts, and support for OLE compound file. At the same time, it was the first version of Windows distributed via CD-ROM. Windows NT 3.1 is a server and business desktop operating system launched in 1993. It was a 32-bit operating system and allowed several new functions, for example, User Manager, NTFS file system, network administration tools, and performance monitor. The second version of the Windows NT operating system is Windows NT 3.5, released in 1994. The main purpose during the development of this version was the speed of the operating system, which is why it was named Daytona after Daytona International Speedway. Windows NT 3.5 features performance improvements that require less memory, and new features in this release include the introduction of file names up to 255 characters long, object linking and embedding, and support for input-output completion ports. In 1995, the third version of Windows NT was released, namely Windows NT 3.51. This version had two major improvements. It was Microsoft's first operating system developed on the PowerPC architecture and provides client-server support for interoperating with Windows 95. Windows 95 was launched in 1995, as its name suggests, representing the most iconic version of Windows. It was the first version of 32-bit Windows, included the Start menu, the taskbar, and the plug-and-play function. Also, another important thing included in Windows 95 was the introduction of the Internet Explorer browser. It was the first version of 32-bit Windows, included the Start menu, the taskbar, and the plug-and-play function. Windows NT 4.0 was released in 1996 and was Microsoft's first business-oriented operating system. It is a 32-bit operating system with a graphical interface similar to that of Windows 95. In 1998, Microsoft released Windows 98. This release came with Outlook Express, Microsoft Chat, Web Publishing Wizard, new hardware drivers, improved USB support and accessibility, and the FAT32 file system that supports disk partitions larger than 2 GB. Windows 2000 came with a number of new features such as an improved device manager, Windows Media Player, and a revised DirectX. It also had a multilingual user interface, with users being able to choose their display language. Also in 2000, Windows ME Millennium Edition was released, later nicknamed the Mistake Edition, because users reported a multitude of problems with its installation and operation. Restoration that could remove and restore certain updates following a faulty installation of a program. In 2001, Microsoft released Windows XP in two versions, Home and Professional. This version was a real success because it was really designed for the consumer, especially in terms of design. It had strong colors, the start button was green, and the themes could be customized. Among the important functions it was equipped with were CD burning software, desktop search, remote desktop, and improved security. Windows Vista was released in 2007 and came with several useful features such as Windows Defender, DirectX 10, speech recognition, and Windows DVD Maker. However, Vista was not a successful version of Windows because it offered low performance, high resource consumption, and user account control dialog boxes became annoying for users. To fix the mistakes made with Windows Vista, Microsoft released Windows 7 in 2009, which proved to be much more efficient than the previous version. This version had a much faster overall performance, could recognize handwriting, the user could preview minimized application windows. Windows 7 also came with Internet Explorer 9 and Windows Media Player 12. Windows 8 was released in 2012, and in terms of appearance, it was totally different from previous versions. This version offered the user the opportunity to connect with a Microsoft account, had support for USB 3.0, Xbox Live integration, and had a lock screen similar to a smartphone. A year later, version 8.1 was released as a free upgrade to troubleshoot Windows 8. So, in the new version, there was again a Start button on the taskbar, improved performance, and better SkyDrive integration. In 2015, Microsoft launched Windows 10 with the following important features: Cortana, a personal digital assistant, Microsoft Edge web browser, which replaced Internet Explorer, the ability to switch between tablet and desktop mode, and many other enhancements and shortcuts that give users a much more complex and at the same time simple experience. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and share this video. See you in the next video.